Hey, what's going on, guys? This is CJ here for Three Black Geeks live at Otakon, and I am here with Chris Wanamaker, the face of DC Anime Club. What's going on, sir?
I'm finding you.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. We got history. Um, First year at PG Community College, you were part of the Starlight Anime Club.
Yes, I was the first a member. Then I became the president of that anime club.
So knowing that and seeing you over the years kind of grow that out to boom DC Anime Club, I mean, what kind of started you to actually kind of get a DC Anime Club going?
Basically, we started off at the Northeast Neighborhood Library, and the Northeast Neighborhood Library wanted a bunch of clubs, and an anime club was one of them. We began to grow, and then we decided to part ways. We moved from place to place until settling on MLK Library, which is where we are returning to this year, starting in September, where we're going to be meeting every Saturday. Starting in September, we have a slew of activities along with meeting up at the Eaton Workshop, which is an actual movie theater, where we also showed the new Netflix series of He-Man for free. So for those who don't have Netflix, you got to see it for free in a movie theater. So some of the activities we have planned are video game day, Yu-Gi-Oh, anime swap meets, along with the screening of Mortal Kombat, Battle of the Realms.
So you're just doing all sorts of just things to kind of, is it kind of like, man, I guess for you, would you say that doing all these things kind of benefits like the neighborhood and just all those things too?
It really does. I mean, it wasn't even my intent because I just love anime and all geek stuff, but mainly anime a lot. But we had kids come here to the club as well, and as my vice president Craig Vaughn pointed out, that we are doing stuff for the community by having the kids get off the streets and watching anime, playing video games, instead of getting in all sorts of troubles. They come down here and actually excited about something that does not get them into trouble, and to have a safe space for them. So we are very open-minded, and we have an open ear to anyone, and anyone has an interest in anime or anything geek-related as well. So yeah, we're actually planning on that. We're also working on a free screening for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever for next year. Yeah. So yeah, anybody, you don't even need to be a member in order to participate in that one.
Cool. So beyond that though, like with the growth of the anime club itself, like what has been like kind of, I guess over the years, the biggest changes that you've had to kind of like, I guess, observe with the more new members that you get, I guess.
Basically, trying to do things that are not just screenings. Even though the screenings they still pull in. I mean, as long as they're free, they still pull in a lot of people. The thing is that people can watch Japanese animation virtually anywhere. Versus me, when I was growing up, you could barely find anime anywhere. I mean, you had like VHS. It was either like subbed or dubbed. You had to choose between the two. It's not like with DVDs now, where you can either just switch it up on DVDs, but also with anime, you can just stream stuff just on your phone. You can watch anime virtually on your phone right now. So I mean, what a time to be alive to be an anime fan. I mean, there's so many ways to like watch anime now. I mean, I can take a break at work and just watch like an episode of Sailor Moon or My Hero Academia, which is what I'm currently watching right now, to just get um get my anime fix. So yeah, I'm watching that. Of course, I'm also watching some Tokusatsu as well. I know I watched some episodes of Mazin Kaiser and a Kamen Rider Blade.
So are
So
you kind of getting people kind of like spread outside of just anime, like you mentioned the whole thing with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai? Are you kind of getting people to branch outside of anime, the normal, or is that put it this way, is that the goal for DC Anime, is to kind of like get people to see stuff outside of just strictly anime?
well, actually, our goal is to actually fundraise and get grants and get money so we can have our own space so we can do whatever we want instead of like meeting at a library. So we're working on actually having an anime museum
Ah,
in Washington D.C. because there hasn't been, correct me if I'm wrong, an actual museum dedicated to just anything from the land of the rising sun. So I mean, that's what our main goal. I mean, it'll take some time, even when we do get the grants, which we're currently working on. We actually have like new grant writers and our treasurers like on the ball. So that's what we're trying to we're trying to do right now. But in the meantime, we're working on having create more creative activities since we're going to be meeting every Saturday, unless we're not able to due to the venue not allowing us to, or we just basically the venue. But or unless it's a convention, like we're not going to have a convention. I mean, not a convention, but a club meeting during a convention like Otakon, Capcom, BlurredCon, where we actually do run a 72-hour screening room of anime.
I mean, how's that been in terms of getting people like looking at your screenings? Has it been kind of like the feedback? I mean, how good has the feedback for that? Like, cause I mean, you being at BlurredCon and have, I mean, it's pretty unprecedented. I've never really seen any convention actually have like a 72 hours of just continuous back-to-back anime. I mean, what's the feedback been for that?
The feedback is that a lot of people like it. I mean, we show a variety of different things. The anime that's shown is based upon what comes out at the month of BlurredCon, the week of BlurredCon, or the day of BlurredCon, along with, like, shall we say, adult entertainment. And we check ID at the door, and that actually fills up. Like this year at BlurredCon, our the room can fit 75, but we went beyond 75 people capacity when we showed the adult entertainment.
Oh, I was actually in the room when you showed the adult stuff, and yeah, folks, it was packed inside there for all the hentai whatsoever. It was ridiculously packed. So I mean, no fire issue.
No, no. We actually also have been packing it in with like other stuff. It just depends on what it exactly we're showing, and if there's like a hit anime, animation, or live action that's that people actually want to see. So that's where we always like strive to show the newest and latest. It has like a lot of hype behind it in order to like get people to in the anime room at BlurredCon, or actually in any other con. Like we're actually going to be doing a screening room at HBCU Con as well. And with that one of the ideas is actually to show like different iterations of Black Panther. Like there's a series called The Avengers that but it actually focuses on Black Panther. Yeah, the animated series of Avengers where it focuses on Black Panther, or showing different episodes of different animated Marvel features that feature Black Panther, or even show Vixen. There's so many people who have never seen Vixen, the animated movie, at all. I mean, it actually premiered at a good time on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. But as the Black Nerd Problems pointed out in their article, look them up, and they're right. It premiered to no one. No one even knew it was on.
Wasn't it CWC that
Yes.
it premiered? Yeah,
it was on it was on CWC, and then it got condensed and turned into a movie with extra footage.
Yeah.
And then it got shown on Wednesday on the CW, again at a good time, but no one knew what was coming on. Nothing. So I mean, my wife and I, we actually went out and just bought the DVD, and we will see about actually screening at either HBCU Con or maybe BlurredCon. Even though with BlurredCon, the plan with that is to just show no live action, no American animation, but just pure Japanese animation. And just actual series, one episode per series, all 72 hours throughout.
Well, I appreciate you talking to us because it's been a while, and look, we're digging what you're actually doing right here. We've seen the growth, we've seen the changes, so it's good to actually talk to you, man.
Sure.
Thanks, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right, we're out, guys.